Hey guys, what's up? It's Bruno here from Bruno's Classic Car Garage. Alright, yeah, I'm still going on the Buick here so far. And I got the fenders finally done and final primed. Now I'm just trying to line up the front end. I'm trying to square it off. But I'm getting a measurement here that's longer on the one side, and when I do a cross measurement across the front here, and I'm pretty sure the body's not quite over to one side enough, so I'm gonna have to loosen the mounts here and push that over. It's got to be over a little bit to the driver's side, and it's a little bit short on here, so the car's got to shift over that way a bit, just like half an inch or somewhere in there, maybe 3/8 of an inch or something like that. And I mean, I could move the rad support over, but then the car is not going to be sitting right on the chassis. It'll be a little bit cockeyed, and we don't want that. It's got to be straight. Otherwise, the tires won't look right in the fender wells, you know, all that kind of stuff. And probably, you know, most people probably wouldn't really notice it. But still, it's got to be straight. It just creates a whole bunch of other problems anyways. You know, trying to line up all this front end stuff. You know, and then you're monkeying around with doors and all that kind of stuff. But fenders turned out really nice. I did put a shim in the front of the rad mounts there because they were a little bit too low, like about this much too low, because they're not the original style ones. So I lifted them up slightly, and or just shimmed them. I just cut some more rubber from another mount and just added it to what I had there. So now that's sitting good. So yeah, so now I'm gonna get the car up in the air and then jack that over, and then I can finally do a final lineup here on these fenders, get the doors lined up now that I got it sitting on the tires. Because before I had it sitting, you know, lifted it up on the frame there with the hoist, you can see, and it kind of flexes the car a little bit, and you can't really line the doors up properly. So once I get the car straight, then I'm gonna get all this done here, and then thank God that'll be done, and then hope to God that the hood fits. There's not really a lot of room here in the front for any kind of adjustment because it's bolted right to the rad support here. So, because these aren't the fenders off this car, because you never know what happens. Even though they're an original fender, they never fit identical to what was on here. So hopefully I don't have a wide gap here, and then I won't be able to bring it in. So if anything, hopefully I have a little bit too skinny of a gap, and then I can actually shim it here at the worst case scenario. But so yeah, once I get that done, then that'll be squared off, and I can tighten everything down. And then I've got my fuel line will be here this weekend, and I can finally put that in, because I got to remove a few things in the front of the motor there to get that line in there. That's why I haven't been doing anything on there, because I don't want to take things on and off and on and off. I'm gonna have to pop the rad out again, no big deal, but take that out and a couple other things there, fish that line up through there and get that hooked up, and wow, and we'll be ready to fire this thing up here. Probably, I was kind of hoping this weekend, but I won't get the line till probably tomorrow, so it'll probably be like Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday, somewhere in there. So something like that. And then once it's running and all that is good, then I can get these fenders painted and then start mounting all the stuff on here permanently, and then really start closing stuff up here. You know, get the bumpers on and all that kind of thing. I still got the impact strips on the front bumper I got to fix. The back ones I still got to paint them. The front ones I still got to fix those ones yet. So there's still a little bit of all these stupid little things to do on these cars. It's just amazing. But we're getting there. We're getting there. I fixed the motor there. I did get another fan there. Remember I was saying before the squirrel cage was rubbing inside because it's an aftermarket one. And wasn't exactly the same, but I ended up, because the owner brought me a cage there, but that one's way too deep. I think that's for an air conditioning car. And so I ended up getting this one to work. I had the little bit of jimmy rigging in there to get that to work. But so that's working. And then I still got to figure out the lights on the dash, why those aren't working yet. A couple little things like that. But everything else seems to work right now. So yeah, a few little stupid little things once it's running, and then once I know the wiring's good, and then I can really start closing this thing up. Thank God. I'm still waiting for some stuff too though, so who knows. That's just always the way it goes. But after this, once I get to kind of a slowdown on here where I'm waiting for stuff, I think I'm gonna probably start working on that 65 there probably throughout the week here coming up, and plug away on that thing. But that's it for this. So I'm gonna pop this thing up in the air here and get all these mounts loosened off and start giving it. All right, guys, I'll talk to you guys in a bit. I'll come back here and do another little video here of the bottom here, show you guys what I'm kind of doing underneath there with the mounts. Okay, all right, bye. Hey guys, I'm back here. Just got the car up in the air, and I just wanted to give you another peek underneath here, but mostly to have a look at the gap here is what I was talking about. You can see here all the way down, it's a lot skinnier on this side. Well, a lot. It's noticeable, as you can see here, this side. So the car, see what I was saying, the body has to go over this way. The back is really close. It's almost like it's just the front of the car has to just kind of sway over from the front side. But I think I'm just gonna get my little duck bill there and just stick it up inside here, and it won't take much to move this over. And just push that over a little bit, and then I got all the bolts loose, so I'll be able to, once that's square, tighten them up, Loctite them for the last time, and then that'll be the end of that deal. But I got the drive shaft in. Yeah, that was fun, putting those U-joints in the back of this thing. Yeah, that's a 2-people operation here, this one. And just a word of advice, when you when you heat up these caps here on the old ones to melt the glue that's in there, don't overheat these, and don't stand in front of it, because these suckers will shoot out there like a bullet, literally. I had one fly right across the shop on me when I was doing this one. So just be warned, Don't want to be going to the hospital with one of those in your forehead. Alright, so that's about it. I'm gonna get this done here, and then and then the fuel line here. This is the fuel line I was talking about. I don't have it in. It's the one that goes here, and then it has this hook right here, and then it all goes up, all up and through here. Yeah, I gotta route that. I gotta take some stuff off of here. So yeah, I'm just waiting for that, and then I can button up the front of this thing, put some coolant in it, and get her happening. So yeah, all right. So I'll just wanted to show you guys what I was doing here with this car to move it over. So yeah, I'm just gonna get my porta power and put the duck bill on it, and a little bit of pressure, that thing will move right over. No problem. All right, guys, I'll be back shortly. Don't go away. Hey guys, I'm back here. Just finished squaring up the body to the frame, and I just wanted to kind of show you what I was talking about if you don't have the body lined up. Okay, you see how the end here, okay, see where it lines up on the tire? Alright, now if your body's off, you're going to have one side, you know, in 1/2 inch and the other side out 1/2 inch. Or whatever, however far off you are, right? And then, you know, that looks kind of weird. especially if you have mud flaps, because that's where you're actually going to be able to see that kind of stuff, which, you know, most cars don't anymore. But, you know, it's just these ones here line up actually pretty damn good. I don't even think it's out a 16th or something like that. It's pretty much bang on the money. So, and I got the gaps here real nice up under here. It's the same exactly on both sides. Yeah, and I did jack the front here, and it moved over really easy. So that's all done. Now I can put the car down and get the front end squared off and line up the doors, and then I can pull the fenders off again to start doing a final sand on them and get these things painted. And then we'll have the motor running by then, and then it won't be long, it's going to start to look like a car. Okay guys, that's about it for now. Talk to you guys later.